Hi my loves, and welcome to today's video. It is targeting your sacral chakra, your throat chakra, and honestly all the chakras, but those two mostly. So this is about authenticity, confidence, empowerment, expression. All of that comes together to really express who you are, your highest self, your most authentic self. So let's get started by breathing in and putting your hands in the air, and then breathing out and doing a forward fold. Make sure to keep your back straight, fold from the hips. Let's get into downward dog and into a plank. And then we are going to go into a forearm plank. Keep your tummy tight, your body straight as possible. And then go up into a dolphin pose. So this is basically a downward dog, but using your forearms. And then let's head into a child's pose. Right here, I really want you to relax your back muscles, really release all the tension that your upper body holds, because we're standing all the time, sitting all the time. So this is a perfect time for your back, your upper body to really release and reset. So when you exhale, really release your muscles, and you'll just feel the tension just leaving your body. Okay, and when you're ready, let's start doing some cat-cows. So inhale, arch your back. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Now we are going to do some seated twists. So take a deep breath and then look over your shoulder. Do it on both sides. Now let's get into some seated crescent moon pose. Remember when you're stretching your side to keep your butt bones on your mat. Now let's do the other side. Alright, now let's get into our half forward fold. So one leg tucked in, and we are leaving the other one out. Forward folding towards our toes. Go as forward as you possibly can without rounding your spine, so remember to fold from your hips. Now let's go into our lotus pose. So you are stacking your foot on top of your thigh, on top of your quad, and just sit here in a meditative state. You could twist your arms for a union of mind, body, and soul. Just relax, breathe, and let everything go. Clear your mind. Feel gratitude, feel love, feel happiness, and focus on the positive energies. are going to go into corpse pose. So in this pose, I really want you to surrender, to let go. Try to be in a meditative state, really releasing everything. Releasing everything, releasing the stories that go on in your head, old paradigms, old beliefs. I just want you to release everything and become white light. Okay, let's go into knees to head. Really feel supported and safe in this pose. That's what this pose is about. To feel safe, grounded in your heart, in your soul, in your body. Okay, so this is another variation of knees to head pose. Use your arms to support you in keeping your body up. And we're going to basically put our knees by our ears as far as down as you could go. And you could play around with this pose, spread your arms out, spread your legs out, whatever feels good to you right now. I want you to flow. And if this pose isn't for you, you feel like it's too difficult or not comfortable enough, go ahead and do the regular knees to head pose that we did prior, or go into a child's pose, because both of these poses are very meditative and connect you deeply into your soul, into your root chakra. Alright, let's get into a half shoulder stand pose. Again, use your arm, your forearm to support your body in the air. This is another pose where you could free flow, move your legs, wave them around, dance a little bit, have fun with it, move your feet, just let it all out, let it flow. I love to move my legs around, really connect to my goddess, really connect to my feminine energy, my flowy energy. Alrighty, now we are going to go into our lotus fish pose. So again, put your feet again on top of your quads, on top of your thighs, like the regular lotus pose. And then you are going to lean back and use your shoulder and your forearm, put it in a 90-degree angle to hold your back arched. Your head on your mat, get comfortable. Okay, now let's get into a reverse tabletop pose. So your hands facing towards your feet, your knees at 90-degree angles, and just hold your body as straight as possible. You could put your head back if that feels comfortable for you. Okay, let's go into our seated pose. A deep breath in, hands in the air. A deep breath out, go forward. So both of your feet are going to be planted on the mat. And just do a forward fold, folding from your hips. And now switch the feet. The foot that was behind closest to your body, now put it on the front of the other foot. And do a forward fold. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. And let's go into our downward dog. You could walk it out right here. You could twerk a little bit if you want to. Have some fun with this. Okay, let's go into our downward dog. We're going to do our lunge. So step your foot up front, keep your knee at a 90-degree angle, your knee aligned with your ankle. Go ahead and go into a deep lunge. Let your body fall in. Open your hips. You could play around with this pose. You could do a back arch. You could do side twists with your hands up. You could do many, many things. So play around with this pose. Do what feels good for your body. Alright, knee down on the mat. Still falling even deeper into our lunge. You could do a back arch that feels comfortable for you, but it feels so amazing, so try it if you can. Now we're going to do a straight-legged knee bend. Alright, let's get into the other side. Back knee up off the mat. Do some lunges, hands in the air, deep breath. Do a little arch. Warrior pose. And back arch. Yes. Alright, back leg on the mat now, falling deeper into our lunge. Okay, let's give our hamstring a stretch. And now let's go into some child's pose and let's release all the tension again in our body. Reset really quick because we did some very deep poses. Alright, let's get up on our knees. We are going to do some back bends now. So push your pelvic bone forward and fall back into your camel. You could do a one-handed camel at a time, one hand in the air and one hand on your ankle. Alright, next side now. And now for regular camel. Push your pelvic forward to get a very deep back stretch. Relax, release. You're opening your heart. All good vibes. Alright, let's go into our counter pose. Let's get into our child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Release. That was such a deep pose that we did in the camel pose. So now release any stress, any tension in the body. Take deep breaths. Alright, let's get up and go into our cobra. Hands close to your body. Let's go into our downward dog. You could walk it out or stay still in your downward dog. Back into cobra. And now we are going to go into our king cobra. So this is touching your toes on your head. Go as close as possible. Makes it easier if you put your hands closer to your hip bone so that way you could arch more. Alright, now let's go into child's pose. This time with your legs more open so your belly is able to touch the mat. Beautiful. Okay, let's sit up. Our legs pretty open. Hands on our mat, back arched. This is our seated straddle pose. This is a beautiful, beautiful pose to be connected at your root chakra and also at your crown chakra for your highest self, safety, security. Okay, Now let's go into our forward fold. Remember to bend at the hips. Keep your back as straight as possible. Alrighty, time for cow face pose. So with this pose, you put your knees on top of each other and you try to touch your fingers. You could switch sides. Alright, loves, let's get into our puppy pose. This pose is huge on worthiness, receiving, love, feminine energy. Alright, let's take our seated pose so we could take some deep breaths, clear our mind again. We could bring in an intention for the day, for the next hours to come, about feeling peace, happiness, whole, in our feminine energy, in our love energy, our goddess energy, bringing in abundance, love, safety. Anything that you wish to bring into your life, claim it right now, embody it right now, and get on that frequency. I hope you guys enjoyed this yoga flow. I can't wait to make more for you guys. Any comments, any suggestions, just leave them in the comment box below, and I will see you guys soon.